Howdy, everybody. Once again, coming to you from somewhere inside the middle of nowhere this evening. Wow. I think it's like 5:30. Last look, it was still 106 degrees outside. I've been outside all day in the direct sunlight. I'm tired. But we're not too tired to do something silly tonight. It may not be so silly after all when we get done. We'll see what happens. What are we gonna do that's silly? Let's take a look at it. Well, here we are. This is a rifle stock. Imagine that. Yeah, look at that, man. I got my sling swivel stud on there, bipod mounted. That's kind of cool. I had to drill clean through it though, but the screw does almost fit flush down in there, so whatever. It mounted real well. Everything is good. Feels good. Tight. Doesn't feel like it's gonna pop off. So great, man. I got that mounted. And here is the rest that goes in the stock. And this is a Rem.597 action. And look at that, man. I got my... everybody knows what that is. Yeah, I ain't bragging on it, man, but you know what? For the money spent, it's fine. Would I buy another one? I don't know, man. It is a 16 power scope. And it did come in about $80. Yeah, it's illuminated. And it's got decent little, I wish the turrets were better. However, you don't need a screwdriver to operate them. They do have the little knobs on there, man. You can grab them and do what you gotta do. So I did dig that. I have not even put the battery in on the illumination. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna free float that barrel on this stock. What I'm gonna do, we're gonna try. Excuse me. I'm pretty old. Yeah. Anyways, we're gonna squirt some oil on one of these. I'm gonna get in here and I'm gonna apply some oil on each one of these struts, I guess they're called. I don't know. I'm gonna put a bunch of oil on now. And then we're gonna drop the barrel back inside. And then we're gonna remove the barrel. And that should leave marks on the underside of where it's touching the stock. And that way you know where you have to grind on your barrel in order to free float it. And to do that, we're going to use our little Dremel tool right here. And please don't ever take that advice. That is not what we're going to do at all. Well, kind of. Don't grind on your barrel. That would be silly. This plastic's way softer. So, I'm just going to kind of bring y'all along. I'm not going to make you suffer through the entire process. However, we can get some things done together. See if I can... this makes it any better. Not really. you get an idea. I'll help get an idea. So, one frame, no. Over here. So we're just gonna get this Q-tip nice and wet. Oil ain't gonna hurt nothing, man. You can get as much in there as you want. And you can always wipe it off with some acetone later. So, I have tried the dollar bill thing, and it's good all the way to about here, about 3 inches or so. But I'm going to mark all of them. And like I said, this should tell us where we need to take off material. Let's drop this down in here. Like so. Kind of press it down like we screwed it. And just lift it right back out. And that's kind of weird. I only have one spot with oil on it. Sorry guys. See that little shiny spot right there? That cannot be right. Unless it is good all that way and it's just the sides that are touching. So let's try that. I don't believe that for an instant. That's the only place not touching. But it may just be right here. This may be a lot easier than I thought it was. Because on these side pieces, I hadn't planned on using my Dremel at all. I was just going to get my built sandpaper. Because I can make a straighter edge with it, and I can use it like a block. Now let's see what happens. Press it down in there like you mean it. And there we can see a lot more. So I don't know if y'all can see this or not. Maybe you can see it better now. There's our one spot. There's a tiny one right here. But all along the sides. You see that? So yeah, it's just the sides that are touching. So man, I don't really have to do a lot of anything. Well, this may work out way easier. But then again, after I get these sides taken down a little bit, then it might start fitting down in there and getting on the bottom ribs or whatever you want to call those. So. And yeah, man, I got belt paper right here, man. This stuff's really sturdy. It doesn't really flop. It's so I can get it just like this. It'll stay pretty straight. And I won't really have to clean this off, but I will. And I'm just going to do this, I think. this is some very heavy grit. I wanted to remove some material. Not having to mess around too much. Or just taking all day. It's not going to look good. I don't think there's any possibility of it looking really bad when I'm done, so I can't worry myself about that. As long as I don't take it a half inch off and you see something that's just ugly. When I looked down the stock, it seemed like it was fairly straight. I could see where it was not, but and I'm just doing this at just a slight angle. Beveling that edge over a little bit. I guess I could have been a little more scientific and made some marks with a Sharpie or a paint pen. I have it right here, man. I just thought, man, well, if you need to, you can make a mark on there and then you can kind of see what you're taking off. But man, I'm not real scared anymore. I'm not. And then after I put this thing back in there, because I'm gonna clean that again, I'm gonna add more oil again. I'm gonna set it down in there again. I'm gonna pull it back off, and then we're gonna look at it again. And after I don't see any more oil on that barrel, well, then we'll go with our higher grit sandpaper, man, get everything all smoothed out and purty. So, but guys, that'll be it. And then in our next video, I'll let you know how that goes, or how it went anyways, if I got it not touching anymore. I just kind of wanted to give y'all an idea on how to do something if you wanted to get froggy and try it yourself. How big a difference does a free floated barrel make? I don't know. But since we're getting ready for the fly challenge, and well, man, I'll pull out all the stops right now and figure out any way that I can give myself just an edge, I don't know what I'm doing, but everything that you read and everybody tells you, a free floated barrel, man, you gotta have that, or you won't be accurate. On a 22, that's probably kind of nonsense, but this way I can say, hey, man, my barrel's free floated. So, anyways, guys, we'll see y'all soon. After it cools off out there, I got an extra special to show everybody. So, we got a new channel member you may have seen in the little community tabs. So, let's see how this goes first, and then we'll get outside later. Love y'all. Have a great night, and we will see you soon. Bye, y'all.